cheaper to pay today than the after the prescribed period. Kasi kamo malaki-laki yan. Lolo ko yan, baka maging billion bigla yan. So, dahil sa non-compliance. Ano? Sila ba'y makatatakbo? Sila ba'y makapagtatago? Eh, pag nakita namin talaga yung bad intent ng ownership, they might face criminal charges. Ngayon, publikasyon pa lang yung hinihingi namin. Ang repercussion ng performance of it ay yung negosyo nila malilimitan. Pag sila'y nakapagmatigasan, we have no recourse but to go after them. Legally, may face criminal charges. Third, we are now finalizing with regard to GLC. After filing criminal complaints against them, we are now finalizing our claim, civil claim, with regard to our property damaged by the said contract. So yun po ang update ginagawa ng inyong pamahalaan ng lungsod ng Manila. And I'm happy to answer your questions.
Please,
Yes.
please.
Good afternoon po, Your Honor. Luisito Santos from GMATC. Clarification na po, 315 flood control projects. Ilan po yung contractor na pinag-usapan po? Ilan po yung initial result?
More or less about a little less than 100. Kasi some have multiple contracts. Some. Like Chelsea, for that matter, and all other. Meron sila mga multiple contracts with the DPWH, horizontal and vertical projects.
So, ilan na po yung, binagay niyo pa 8 million na po yung na-collecta mula
Yes.
sa 255 million na obligasyon ng mga
Total obligation.
Ilan po yung mga contractor na nakapag-buy na? Or
Siyam.
siyang nakapag anong taon po ulit yung sa
Okay. There are so many years. Basta this is between 2022 to 2005. Done. It's been, as like I have presented to you before, under the sumungo sa Pangulo.ph website, may mga natapos na. We are going after them. Meron naman mga ongoing na kailangan naman nilang talagang tuklin yung kanilang obligasyon sa lungsod ng Manila.
Yung may 315, may ongoing, meron tapos na, may initlo yung sa pinag-host project eh. Meron bang mga ghost? Mga hindi
Wala pa kami nakikita. Pero to confirm if it is substandard or not, I will let the scientists and specialists to assess that. And I think I don't want to disturb Senate hearing because they are doing a very good job already. So not to create more noise with different voices, I'll let the Senate, for that matter, do their job. And so far, as like one Filipino, bilang isang Pilipino, hindi bilang isang mayor, at katulad ng ibang mga Pilipino, so far, I can only speak for myself. I'm happy on what they're doing in the Senate with regard to finding out whether it is close or substandard. Because I do believe that whether they are politicians or government agencies, they will going to be charged. But for now, what we're after is if we have evidence, confirmed evidence, present under our hand, we'll make sure. Wala nang lip service. We just pursue the way we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. Because that's supposed to the way, and that's the only way, and that's a proper way to do it. Kaya hanggat maaari, kaya nga namin kayo iniimbitahan para na sa gano'n, paglabas nito, kung sino man yung particular na mga kumpanya taong involved dito, pero lumasya na tayo ng Maynila, tutublin na natin yung tungkulin natin. But if not nga, halimbawa, matigasan, kami naman ready naman kami na to seek legal remedy.
Bakit lumubo yung ng 255 million? Di ba bago ka makapagsimula ng project, di ba dapat yung obligasyon na ibibigay na? Tama po ba? Paano po yung process ng...
Galing mo.
Paano lumubo yun? Tapos 2020?
Kasi nasanay sila na walang gobyerno sa Maynila. Right. Maybe nobody went or go after that. Ang mahirap nito, alam mo, yung ordinary yung pamilya, magpapagawa ng 30 metro kudrado na bahay, up and down, sinisingil ng contractors tax, hinihinga ng zoning permit, hinihinga ng building permit. Kaya yung naalala nyo yung sinabi ko, the source for the God, there will be the source for the most. It's just that maybe, and I agree with you, that is only the same question in my mind. Bakit lumobo ito? Wala siguro talagang pamahalaan na ipinagpalasakit ng kanyang mamamayan. Kaya nagka-laki-laki itong pera na ito. But, then again, those are the things of the past. We move on. We try to move on in a very narrow road without abusing our rights as citizens just by accusing somebody through verbal statement. But we try to go to that path, look into the details, find evidence of negligence. Whoever they are, we're gonna pursue legally. Kahit na nanggigigil tayo, alam mo, siyempre ngayon, limasin ko pag-aaling po yun ng damdamin ng tao. Pero pag sobrang naingay, baka malito tayo lahat. O kami, billing ko sa city engineering, sa building officials, sa city treasurer, go after them on what is due to the city and what is rightfully, correct way or correct manner that these people, individuals, politicians or not, government agencies or not, right, na they have to follow the rules, the universal rules, not only effective in Manila, but in our case, we wanted to implement across. Sure, you're next. Yes, please.
Isa lang po yun. Dun sa higit isang contractor na inahanting ngunit na dahil hindi nagpahit ang obligasyon nila sa gobyerno ng Maynila. May kasama po din yung kumpanyang pag-aari ng Sara Discard.
Yes. Yeah.
Ilang projects yung hawak nila?
A good sum of numbers.
Magkano po yun?
I'm sorry.
Magkano po yung involved doon sa project na hahawak ng mga Discard?
Well, more or less, roughly about 3 billion pesos.
Billion.
Billion.
Ano po?
Okay. Yes.
Nabanggit niyo po kanina na just in case hindi sila mag-comply o mag-blacklisted sila, what if magbago po sila ng business name o company name?
Good question. That's why I told you kung sila'y pagmatigasan. And the best way to circumvent the law is to what? Retire the business and put up a new business. One, I think by this time, PICAP already took note of the manifestations of the senators with regard to qualifications of contractors. So it's going to be hard for them to start again. That's one. Ayun yung pinapanood ko eh. Kung pinakikinggan nyo lang mahigi kung saan patungo yung Senado. And I think PICAP will now be, maybe practicing new rules, no? To safeguard with regard to accrediting and giving category to contractors or companies, contracting in the government and private sector. That's one. Two, sabi ko nga sa iyo, alam mo, hanggat may batas kaming makikita para mapapanag ko yung personalidad ng kumpanya. While it is true that it is a juridical personality, corporation, and the life of that juridical person dies when it retires. I don't know, I'm no lawyer, but if I remember it right, pagka ni-retire nila, wala na yung juridical person. But there's somebody who run it, which is a human being. These are personalities. Yun yung pwede namin makapag. Pwede pa rin naman. But I'll cross the bridge when I get there. But for the meantime, whatever law is available today, for them to comply, just throw the books to them. Okay.
Sir, dun sa mga proyekto po ng Diskaya family, saan district po ito?
Halo-halo.
Halo-halo. Anong company specifically? Kasi they have 9, right?
Halo-halo.
Among them, sir, is St. Timothy.
Iba-iba rin. Among the names is St. Timothy.
St. Timothy. Alright. Mayor, pwede nyo ba ipaliwanag sa amin yung konsepto ng contractor's tax? Paano po ba siya binabayaran? At what stage of the project implementation or construction siya dapat kinokolekta?
Maganda yung mga tanong nyo. Hindi, totoo. Natutuwa naman ako. Good question. Okay. Under our tax code,